Good morning, good afternoon, and konbanwa. Wherever you are in the world, I am the idol to give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel, Rita Kamishiro of Lucid Multimedia at your service. Welcome in, everyone. I'm going to close my menu so we can get some background music while we chat. It's like so quiet. I mean, maybe if I like walk around. That's why I had to make my own music just now. I was like, where's our music in the game? There you go. Now I don't have to talk sing anymore. I don't have to be subjected to all that. But welcome in. Welcome. How is everyone today? How am I? I'm doing good. Oh, today was so great. Oh, I had a great past couple of days. My friend Sleepy came to visit. I'm gonna have a bunch of friends over this weekend, but she came early because we had our anime night last night. So we did like a 2 of us in person, and Beef still had to call in. So it was super fun. We like finished our anime episodes pretty quickly, but then we just like spent the rest of the night just talking and chatting about this and that. Yeah, we ended up, well, not super late, but I ended up staying up later than normal. Because, you know, you just gotta do that sometimes with your besties. And yeah, you know, she stayed over and then she left earlier this afternoon. So we had like the morning and like early afternoon. We did some like work from home together. That was really fun. And yeah, and then I'll see her on this weekend. So on this weekend. But yeah, it was really fun. I feel like the day passed by super quickly. Idle side job wasn't, you know, crazy or anything. And then class went well. So feeling good. Talk singing intro. I feel like I've done a talk singing intro before. Maybe not as, you know, complex or as interesting, but I've definitely gone like, good morning, or something like that, you know? Welcome in, welcome in. We got some more Genshin for you all today. It's been a little bit. I think we took a little break because Age of Imprisonment sort of wormed its way into my brain. But we're back. If you forgot a little bit of what's going on, I'll do a quick sort of generic little recap so we can kind of situate ourselves here. This is the last act of the current Genshin chapter. I know that we just had, I think they announced recently the live stream for the next chapter. I don't know if it's already happened or not, but they did announce it. I did see that online. So hopefully we can get caught up by the time the chapter comes out. Yeah. Welcome in, get situated. I should have gotten a snack. Class let out a little late. So I wasn't like late to being here at my desk, but I didn't have as much time to like, oh, I'm hungry. Maybe I'll get a snack. So we'll also, well, there's a couple of things to say. I'm hungry. I also have like a meeting later. And yeah, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get to half. I don't know if we'll finish it all today, if it's the same length as Act 3, but I guess we'll have to jump in and see. Wait, I'm honestly kind of hungry. So maybe after one quest, I'll get a snack, and then we'll continue on. I didn't realize how hungry I am. I think I have some candy in my bag to sort of tide me over. It's not quite like... Usually I eat dinner, like sometimes I'll have like a snack, and then I'll eat dinner like late. Like a full dinner. Because by the time, like before stream starts, I'm not like super hungry. So it's like I can't like force myself to eat a whole meal if I'm not hungry. But I usually get like fully hungry in the middle of a stream. So I'll eat some stuff beforehand, like a snack. And then by the time stream is over, it's like, okay, now I'm ready for a full meal. I have some Starburst in my bag. So grab those to tide me over, and then I'll get some chips or something. And then I'll have my nice dinner after. So let's jump into recap, shall we? Especially if you're new. You won't know what's going on in Act 4. But if you are new to the nod-krai chapter, I guess what you really need to know is... So we're kind of truncating, we're kind of summarizing here. But upon entering nod-krai, Traveler, and Paimon, they sort of noticed that, I guess, one of the big issues that the people of nod-krai are facing right now is this dark force called the Wild Hunt, sort of shadowy bad guys that have been terrorizing nod-krai as of late. And they find out that the Wild Hunt is associated with an individual named Rarier, who is one of the 5 sinners of Conria. And so the 5 sinners of Conria are kind of these baddies from, so bad guys, I guess. You can kind of tell by the name. From the ancient civilization of Conria, which was lost during the Cataclysm, etc., etc. And Rarier, we found out that he's sort of been, I guess, controlling the Wild Hunt, or I guess the Wild Hunt has been, we've been sort of like trying to attack sort of, you know, what do you call it? Certain swells in Wild Hunt activity with a big cannon in the center of sort of the main city of nod-krai, Nasha Town. And we use like moon energy almost. I'm trying to keep this simple, right? And we found out that Rarier was trying to get that cannon to shoot at certain places. We're like, why? That doesn't make any sense. If Rarier is sort of in cahoots with, is sort of affiliated with the Wild Hunt, why does he want the Wild Hunt to be successfully, you know, attacked or, you know, shot at by our cannon? We find out that Rarier is trying to complete his body, I guess. He's sort of an incomplete existence. And he's trying to do that via the power of the moon, I guess. I don't want to get too much into the specifics, but basically us shooting at specific places throughout nod-krai is beneficial to him. And that's why he wanted to sort of draw its fire into certain places. And yeah, so basically the main idea is that he wanted to form his body back. And he was almost able to do so at a certain point. Fortunately, we were able to thwart that plan somewhat. And he was only able to partially sort of reform his body. So he was able to sort of retreat. We kind of had time to gather ourselves, gather information, figure things out about, you know, why he's doing what he's doing and what led him to what he's doing now. And I guess what he's going to do next and how we're going to stop him. So in the previous chapter, we did a lot of sort of like snooping around, trying to pick up pieces of Rarier's backstory. I remember one of the things vividly was alongside Nefer, we were able to go into sort of a dream state and sort of witness his memories through this interesting, like, dream-like ceremony, if that makes sense. So that's kind of where we are right now. We're trying to figure out, I guess, what we're gonna do to defeat Rarier, I guess. Yeah, that's where we are right now. There's a section towards the end that's super long without a checkpoint, so maybe we'll stop before that. We'll see. We'll see how the timing works out. But of course, as we continue to play, we'll try to, you know, get you all caught up if you don't remember anything. Or maybe if I don't remember anything or anything specifically, I can ask you or something. Yeah, so, sorry, this is also one of the specifics, but I guess this fell into the umbrella of we were sort of preparing for, preparing for how we're going to defeat Rarier and doing other things to, whatchamacallit, understand more of Rarier. One of them being, like you mentioned, Arlecchino also showed up to, I believe, assist with Columbina and her moon powers and stuff like that. We learned more about the Crimson Moon and all that jazz. So that was really cool as well. But everything else, I think, generally, if you don't remember it, we can fill you in as it happens. So, yeah. There's a lot of things that, I also didn't talk about Varka, but again, that kind of falls under, at least in my head, sort of their preparations of, and try to figure out what Rarier's deal is. So let's just jump in, shall we? Yeah. Good luck, thank you. I haven't been building as much. I've been playing a lot of Honkai. It's such a good, it's like a busy person game. You know what I mean? Honkai Star Rail. And I feel like maybe that's another reason why I sort of started gravitating more towards Honkai Star Rail in general. But there will always be a soft spot in my heart for Genshin Impact. You can never, like, you know what I mean? Never take that away. Had lots of good memories with Genshin. What's the worst that could happen? True! I wonder what my world level is right now. Hopefully I can lower it. That's also kind of loud for me.
Those memories.
I don't know if it's loud for you. You all let me know. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do it. Okay, we're just gonna go around town here. Let's go. Oh gosh, I was just sitting here like listening to the music, waiting for stream time to start. I know, yeah, Xiao is helping to test the audio so you can hear the sort of range. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I was listening to the music. It's just so good in nod-krai.
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly.
You're the opposite of me. I see.
Oh,
I see.
hey, look! They made it back as well! Prince! Llama! How did it all go?
I'm trying to remember, like...
Thank you. Nafia and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up.
She was part of
so
sort of the ceremony that Nefia was.
I ran into Miss Inefa and Miss Aino on the way back.
Lauma was
Their work
part of the
is still in
ceremony
progress,
with Yehoda.
so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away
He kind of
with
like
more
did
than
his
I
own
bargained
thing,
for.
if I remember. He was kind of just like, I gotta go check something out. He's like, I got something I gotta investigate. More than you bargained for?
Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again.
Oh my
How have you been?
gosh!
Albedo!
Oh, you know,
Here.
it would kind of make sense that Albedo's here. You know what I mean? He's like, I mean, you have Rarier who can like create copies of himself. Well, I guess not copies, but like shapeshift. I think it would make sense that. Oh, but also he's a one of the sinners. Rhine-Daughter is also one of the sinners. And then you have Albedo, who is one of Rhine-Daughter's creations. So I guess that would make sense. It's been too long.
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Sir Varka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
Oh my god! Darren! You're joking! Oh, wait!
A gentleman of few words, I see.
Wait!
A rather stern countenance.
I feel like he was on the artwork.
I presumed you were acquainted with him.
For this chapter.
Is that not the case?
Oh my gosh! Wait, those horns, you must be, this is a whole thing, guys. You'd have to watch the, I could recap this, but I would recommend you watch the VOD for this one.
It's nice to meet you again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec.
We're sticking with Mini Durin.
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you
Okay,
drop the mini.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as
Can I
used
play a
to be.
song right now?
Interesting, isn't it?
Maybe not during this stream.
The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow, you look so different. In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for
Aww, precious.
You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide.
Oh, stop it. Oh my gosh. You said he's not a polearm user? What does he use? What weapon? I actually think a diminutive is worded here. No! Little Paimon is pretty tiny after all.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size.
Yeah,
When
Paimon
people
size.
call her little
Yeah.
Paimon, it's just
Sword?
because she's so adorable
You
that
could
they
use
can't
the
help
other
themselves. If that's
sort of
not
dragon
a sign of
spine
endearment,
weapon.
what is?
You're
Yeah,
absolutely right,
there is a
Miss
dragon
Llama.
spine sword.
My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
He's still learning.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you? How come she isn't back yet?
She's been catching up with old friends.
Oh,
You'd be
yeah.
surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or 10 on the way back. Uh-oh.
Oh,
People
hey,
are talking
we're
about me.
converging now.
Hope it's nothing negative.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that sword was. Yeah, that was the first sort of limited dragon spine event. Yeah, that's the one with like Albedo and Bennett and Eula, Amber. That one? Was it that one or was it the other one? 'Cause I know there was two. It's the Chalk Prince one, I think. Maybe I'm misremembering. I say, or I guess travelers say, seems like she's in much better spirits after meeting her old colleagues.
Judging
Yeah.
from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here.
Yeah, not a huge
I'll go
fan
grab
of
some
like the
chairs.
time limited stuff. I feel like it
No
stresses
need.
me out.
This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up
Oh,
momentarily.
nice!
Thank you for your hospitality,
Wow,
ladies and
what a
gentlemen,
handyman.
but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, thanks for standing by.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
That whole sequence. is
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a
Oh,
good thing
yay!
one of us left.
Vorka.
Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on
Okay,
in and see for
Albedo can whip
yourself.
some up with some of his alchemy powers or something. Yeah! It's nice / unsettling to see Arlecchino be so friendly. I know, because she's very, like, strict, or I guess, like, tough love with, like, the younger ones. Thinking noises.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Sorry, he's probably here for us. Sorry, I have a starburst in my mouth.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
Well, let me introduce you to everyone.
This here is Deanslip, League of Tibet's
The whole
greatest
point.
guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well,
This is so
not exactly
crazy.
colleagues, more
When
so
worlds
than
collide.
friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you
You're also
know
completing
you're
this?
speaking to
Nice.
someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Oh, I'm
Note
sure he
to
has a lot to
self,
say.
once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt, then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If
Well,
I
you're
were to
welcome to
say
join.
that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
I feel like us knowing
As the
you
saying goes, the
earns
enemy
you a
of
seat
my
at the
enemy
table.
is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it. Though,
Like
I
we're
can't promise
acquainted,
the
I
same
guess.
for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
Claps his hand
After all
together,
this time apart,
like Edward.
Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs.
Aww.
I've missed this.
Investigation
Is he being sarcastic?
Team captain.
Hey, he's your
Albedo.
brother. Why are you asking
I
us?
think it's an investigation.
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Aw.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're
Data's
ahead
like
of the game already.
is the one friend you only the one friend you drag to a party with your other friends. True, it's like, but I always do my best to like make sure they feel comfortable and they're like, you know, well, sort of integrated. Look at you, Paimon, expert in the art of encouragement. Oh, aw, wait, aw, that's sweet.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Cute.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her.
Oh, God.
If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
Jeez, I wonder if she's still in like the dream space, you know? Probably not if
I
Lauma's
just got
out.
back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential.
Method to her madness?
Under such circumstances,
Stream
would
method.
it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides,
Okay, real.
you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right, then.
All right, she's going back, I guess, to go see.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective.
Okay,
with your own.
true. I see that.
Another trick
Sure.
is to simply hide in the background.
That's also a hack.
Spoken like a true sage.
Playing like Mafia with friends,
Anyway,
being
looks like
like
we've got some time to
too
kill before the
involved
meeting.
makes you a target, you know
let's
what I
take a
mean?
little breather, folks. And feel free
Thanks
to
for the
chat amongst
shout-out.
yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
And it's like, if you don't contribute enough, it's also like, you're sus. You know what I mean? Okay, let's chat then while we wait.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
How's it going?
For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a
Yeah,
heads
you
up?
have to have a moderate involvement. Like that.
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there.
Sorted out your accommodation yet? We're just gonna have a sleepover at our room.
Oh yeah, you'll need to
Everyone
find
can
somewhere
hang
to stay
out.
tonight too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it.
Okay.
And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
Paimon, you're thinking out loud again.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be
Aw.
happy to help.
That meme where it's like,
okay then.
your thought bubble and
I
speech
was
bubble
only
are switched.
kidding, but good to know. Anyway,
Oh yeah, we have
we're all
so
here
many
together,
breadsticks. in our
we
room.
might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Yeah.
Indeed. Thank you.
Nice. I remember one time, I'll tell you afterwards because I feel like we get into these conversations pretty quickly. It's about
You're
Mafia,
both
though.
awfully
the game.
quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Aren't they all very quiet? Albedo stepping up as the least
Have either
quiet.
of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint
Oh, he's an artiste.
I dabble occasionally.
He's an
Wow, I
excellent
was gonna say,
painter.
like, I don't know if I would call it
Tables,
dabbling.
chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
I'm flattered.
My microphone back. I feel like it's too
If I ever get the chance, I'd like
Sorry.
to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would you prefer?
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I want.
I can
She's
try.
like, I want to be an anime
if you
character.
show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Wow.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
She's like, here's my favorite manga. That'd be so funny. All right, let's go. Okay, last group. Let's talk to Varka, our team
Truth
leader.
be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to
Imagine
bring
showing a
everyone
player in
together for a serious
1.0 this
discussion.
conversation for real.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Itlua.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that.
Good apple.
He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true ratnik to the core. In that sense, he puts me to shame.
So you're what? A fake ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Huh.
But I get the feeling that's not quite what you meant.
Dot, 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 dot.
Come on, why the awkward silence?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend?
Dot, 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 dot. Oh my gosh.
Now that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Eloa doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying.
Oh, sorry.
Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess.
Oh.
The Traveler and Paimon?
I see now. I
It's
understand.
dangerous
Okay,
being
okay.
too sharp
I
for one's
understand.
own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear, your secret's safe with me.
Barbados is like drinking in a tavern.
When you
Meanwhile,
went for drinks, you said
like-
that you
he,
and
like,
Barbados
sneezes all of
were
a sudden.
practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough, then. Nothing like a bit of
Just
mutual
casually
leverage to seal the
besties with,
bonds
like,
of
a god.
friendship.
oh my gosh. Oh yay, nice. Oh. What's going on?
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going.
Oh
on
yeah,
our
where's
end.
Yehoda?
Once
She's like, I
this
don't want to
is
be here
over,
anymore.
I'll be heading straight back to continue
Uh-oh.
my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
So much for just this once.
What happened to Venti after he lost his power and he left the city? Loki, he's kind of just like living his best life. I mean, he like show up in like, you know, time limited events or like seasonal events, but off the top of my head, I think he's just living his best life, not gonna lie.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Yeah, he kind of just wanders. Yeah. He's like retired, like, you know,
Did you
Zhong
say
Li.
something, Mr. Varka?
Except for Zhong Li's
I
still
didn't say
working,
anything.
just not as a,
right,
you know,
Flint's?
the god, I
He
guess.
must have been a
Archon.
frog. They get so noisy
Ribbit,
around here at
ribbit.
nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert
in,
in the
welcome on.
background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so
Does
many
Lauma have an
distinguished
Irish-sounding
colleagues and
accent? I'm not
collaborators.
sure.
First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nod-krai. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets.
Oh, the friendly
an
little
intel
reminder for
gatherer
anyone.
extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's
I
background.
know, Avengers Assemble.
Assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flint's, a ratnik
kinda
and
nice,
guardian
actually,
of
yeah.
the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild hunt to buy time for the rest of us. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his
You think
side is a
Varka,
new
like,
face
knew
for us
about all
all,
that? Like, do you think
myself
anyone sent a
included.
message to Varka
Mr.
about
Durin,
Durin?
who's come to lend his
Or
aid.
is this just like, huh?
Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people! Great turnout!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
Uh-oh.
That would be me, Miss Nefer.
Ah.
I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right
Girl
now.
with the wings on her head used to be a Fatui.
What
Yes.
does matter is that I'd like you
She
to
didn't
gather
like the
more
workplace
intelligence
environment,
about the
so she
Raker of
left.
Solnari.
Ah, that's rare.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I
Oh,
assume.
yeah. Okay.
And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria.
Oh.
As I'm sure you're aware, the Raker of Solnari's real name is Rerir,
Oh my gosh.
He was
They knew
once-
each other.
an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer
We've
to
kind of already
investigate Rerir's
have been
background.
investigating.
So you're both
I remember
from
that
Conria, and
his
it
memory.
sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember
That's
it
so
all like
great.
it was yesterday.
He was like, it was a crazy Tuesday.
Never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedafenir,
Okay, here we go.
who wished to foretell
Lock
the
in.
future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhine
yes.
Daughter, who desired to create life. The foul,
A human
Sertologi,
transmutation.
who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir,
Ravager of the
Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who
Whoa.
remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand
I have an idea.
ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedafenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on,
I used to be a razor maid.
the memories of that night still haunt me.
Oh, jeez.
Like a
I
never-ending
bet.
nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets.
Yeah, he knows a lot of the story.
Then
He's not telling us
I
everything
was
yet.
betrayed. Even Vedafenir,
No!
the very person I had come to rescue,
Come
abandoned
on.
me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission.
It's like, what do you want,
But
nephew?
know
What do you
this.
want for this?
Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it
Yeah.
or not, there was a time when he was just an
saw
ordinary
it.
man,
Yeah.
working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Oh my gosh. Must be all that good car vibe building.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few
Jump
things
scare.
I'd like to share.
I was like, who's Rita? I was like, oh wait, Traveler. You recount meeting the knave, yep, and how the iridescent moon's mirror was retrieved from the crimson moon's base, yep, yeah. So we were doing that to help out Columbina. You make it clear that the knave chose to help you of her own accord, and conclude by reporting how the hearts of the three moons are finally in your hands. Or I guess she was
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Still considering this game, it's a lot, but it's pretty good. Pause, I gotta read this. She seems a lot more energetic and positive than she did when we first met.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task.
Is it available on
my
Xbox?
strength
I'm not
slowly
sure.
Recovers.
It is?
We'll also need to gather more intel.
Oh, I forgot I took it off auto.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions.
Ooh.
Is it even possible to kill Ray?
Oh, that's true.
What
I guess.
experiences shape the person or monster he became? And what's he really after?
Oh, we saw it. We saw
Given
these.
Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Yeah.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
We're a team. You're
So
not
you're
a person.
placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies,
Yeah.
please. I must object to your
Ladies,
portrayal of
please.
me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by
I know,
us
this
until
is
the
such a fun
very
group.
end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I
Yeah.
can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And
You've got
knowing
skin in the
you,
game now.
that alone is motive enough.
Look at them
Exactly.
getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
Aw.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
I like this. They're such a goofy group. I'm glad that they have more like
Miss
together
Lemma,
time.
you have
I think
to
it's really
understand
like doing
something.
a lot to like.
Unlike you,
bring them
I don't
together.
actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
I like seeing them all together
Is that right? Well,
in a more formal
maybe
team.
the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
She's
Anyway,
like, oh gosh.
We've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk.
Stop.
And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've
That's
nothing
me.
else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
All right.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest
Almost like I'm
things
never
I've heard
letting
in a
anyone
while.
trust me. Just kidding.
Why?
No.
You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Nefer and Dainsleif converse intently for quite some time. From the gravity of their expressions, you can tell how heavily the next stage of the plan weighs upon them both. God. After a short chat, Albedo and Durin head off with Varka on what they describe as a sample-finding mission, quote-unquote. Lauma steps out for a while, then comes back loaded up with emergency medicine. She tells you that while people rarely expect to get hurt, it's her duty to be ready when they do. For real. They get prepared. You know, for an anime-style game, you're surprised there's not characters who use katanas? I mean, there's a lot of anime that don't have, like, sword users. Well, I guess a fantasy anime. But even then, you know. You and Paimon wait patiently for Nefer, content to see how well everyone is working together. But there are people who, like, wield swords, and maybe not, like, katana specifically, but also there are NPCs like in Inazuma who do. Let's see. Once Nefer is finished, you follow her and Lauma back to the curatorium. Exactly, yeah, in Inazuma they do. I only say, like, NPCs because technically the playable characters, you can switch out their weapons, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, in Inazuma, like, the soldiers have... Haven't been to Inazuma in a hot minute, but I'm sure they do. Okay. Let's go. I remember because we were having that conversation of, like, do horses exist in Genshin? And if they did, where would they exist?
Thank you for waiting.
Oh.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate
Oh,
of you.
Yehoda!
Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rarier's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already.
That's right. We've known each other for quite some time now.
We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation.
Thank you for the water chip.
He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Well, thanks for your trust too, Nefer.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
Don't forget to water your streamers. I know, I have my water.
You know what you're
I drink a
capable
lot.
of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through.
We got ghost
All
horses
right.
into that.
So
That's
here's
what
how
it is.
I'm going to access Rarier's thoughts again using my confidential
Ooh.
method. Now,
Okay, we're gonna do
I'm
another
sure you've seen
dive.
things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here
God.
is to ensure my safety during the
jeez.
proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together,
Okay.
and once inside, I will focus on searching for information.
Wait, huh?
Think of this as a diving
Sure,
expedition
yeah.
into someone's brain.
Oh.
If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment.
It's interesting that we're protecting
tasked
her
with keeping me
inside
alive while I'm under
the
the
dream
surface.
space, not like her body while
Once
it's
the ceremony
unconscious.
begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in
Sure.
the interests of safety,
Sign this NDA,
you
yeah.
must remain absolutely silent at all times.
That's
We
crazy!
will
I'm
discuss
scared
our
someone's gonna
observations
spill.
after the ceremony has
I'm
concluded.
gonna accidentally talk.
Lastly, Any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony.
Okay, that's okay.
In any
no problem
case, Paimon has her own job to do,
with that.
which requires staying in the room, but not
What if
joining the
Paimon has
ceremony.
to, like, what if an intruder shows up and Paimon has to be like, oh gosh! Nefer conspicuously left out the details of her confidential method. I guess her brain diving techniques are a trade secret.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I wonder if she could also, like, wake
There's
us up
a little
if
more
something...
to it than that. I was being
Uh-oh,
serious when
see,
I
I
said
knew
you
it!
have a
Oh
job to do.
god! Something's
While the
gonna
rest
happen!
of us are inside Rarier's
Chekhov's
mind,
Paimon.
it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside.
Like, they're putting so much emphasis on it, too, because they could easily just have been like, okay, Paimon, you're on watch. You know what I
In the
mean?
event that something goes wrong,
But they're,
you
like,
will be our first
explaining it,
responder.
you know?
I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will
I
be
don't anticipate
greatly
any issues. There will be
appreciated.
issues. Absolutely.
I second
There will
that.
be issues.
This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard?
That's a
makes
cute way
sense.
of thinking it.
All right, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
All right, let's do it. Oh, God. Something's gonna happen. I don't know what yet, but something's gonna happen.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all
We,
the
like,
same.
got a lot.
But surely you're
Uncovered
not
last
planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Real. She's also curious.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
Oh, pause. She's got incense, candles. Almost feels like a summoning ritual. Seems like Nefer still has no intention of sharing her secrets. But now's not exactly the moment to pry. I see there's a chess set on the table. Could that have something to do with her intel gathering methods?
All right, I'm good to go.
She's playing chess. She's playing 5D chess.
All
That's
set
fine.
over here, too.
I'm ready as well.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
Pinky promise.
All right. Let your whole body relax.
Okay, everyone.
We're about to begin.
Get your whole body relaxed.
Close your eyes.
Close your eye. Oh. Oh. I'm curious. Now I do. Okay. And you can open your eyes. We're here. We did it.
Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves.
And we're here too,
paperwork,
apparently.
Files. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this.
God, we're gonna get more of a secret. All is foretold. Oh gosh. Examine mirror.
He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
He's like slowly. He does look like Rekka. Slowly losing himself. Sit beside the office table. Yeah, sure. Like here? God. He really is going through it. Oh my gosh. We are him.
Today's files are in.
What?
Time to
That's
wade through them
crazy!
just like usual.
Okay. Oh,
Mail,
God.
51.
Spoilers?
Occupation,
Yeah.
cook.
If you're not at this point,
Confirmed
for
Crimson
sure.
Moon descendant.
Look.
Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past
Oh my
year.
gosh.
Poses a threat to the dynasty.
I guess this is some of the work that he does.
Neutralized
No, he's like keeping the records of their. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This one should be archived under purged targets.
Crazy that he's like the whatchamacallit, he's like the admin, the secretary of like all of their assassin work. It's like, oh man, this isn't filed correctly. Oh, I guess I go here. This is so
Female,
sad, yeah.
23. Occupation, office clerk.
He speaks in static
Crimson
for
Moon
real.
Descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Oh.
Neutralized on...
Ooh. Ross, wow, they're really making me do
Another
this.
one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter.
Oh man.
Never mind.
Oh, he's like,
What's it got to do with me?
no, I'm not supposed to think about it. They wouldn't want me to think about it. Gosh, maybe he like finally started
Male,
like
40.
getting a guilty conscience
Occupation,
about what
teacher.
he's doing.
Confirmed Crimson Moon Descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year.
He's just like,
Poses a
yeah,
threat
I'm
to
just
the
doing my job,
dynasty.
you know. Gosh.
Neutralized on... Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely even interacted with other Crimson Moon descendants.
Not supposed to ask questions on the job. Reminds me of this video game. I've never played it. I've watched like a video essay on it. But basically it's like you work in a factory and like you kind of just like do what you're told, instructions, but like if you
Female,
pay close attention to what you're
16.
doing, you notice that like
none.
you're doing like bad
Orphan
work.
and confirmed
You know,
Crimson Moon
like work for
descendant.
bad people.
Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
And like you, before you even figure out like that you're doing work for a bad like group or whatever, you know, obviously you get graded on your like on how you work, like how efficient you are. You get rewarded if you're good, like if you are efficient, and you get docked if you know, make mistakes, or you know, you are not efficient. But basically it's like if you sort of like start realizing like, oh, this is the truth of the matter, you can start to purposefully make mistakes. And like, even though you get docked for it, it's like you are at the end of the day helping the like a bigger cause, right? Like by doing the game incorrectly, by playing the game wrong, you're actually like helping out the sort of like the good guys. I don't remember. Not Papers, Please, because I know people who've like streamed that, but that's something else.
Neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl.
Man.
None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many of them really are?
This is me sitting at a desk. I always get like, oh, let me look around.
Female, 13. Occupation, none.
It's like, ooh, mind
Orphan
wanders.
and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year.
I know, he
Poses a
looks so
threat to the
sad.
dynasty. Neutralized and...
He's crossed out.
Filed.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Male,
gosh!
11. Occupation, none.
So young!
Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant.
They're getting like younger and younger.
Has
This is
not
so
been observed
sad.
making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized and...
Yeah, I feel like the first person definitely like is a totally different experience than if you were to just like watch it happen.
Male,
Oh my gosh!
6. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon
Oh my
descendant.
goodness.
Poses a threat to the dynasty.
When do you think he's gonna be like, I've had enough of this? Surely this can't be right. Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and
Oh.
easier at the same time.
He started hearing the voices.
Sooner or later,
Abyss.
the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become
I know, I feel so
harder and
immersed.
harder to
This is
track
crazy.
down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of
Let me stop doing my work. What the?
have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No!
Don't do it.
No.
Don't. Oh
My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats.
Oh my gosh.
It's a perfectly legitimate line of work.
No,
Every single
it's
one of my colleagues can
not.
attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course,
This is so great.
that they were aware of all the facts.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is actually crazy. Whoa. Rarier. You can't be okay with this. That really, like, yeah. He's so, like, convinced that, like, I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. Look here? No. Oh, can I jump? Yeah, I forget. This isn't Honkai Star Rail. No, I can go out the window. I just gotta look around. Higher? I gotta find stairs or something. Huh? Maybe here? Wait, what's this? Here. Higher by 45 meters. This.
A box containing a ring.
I know the music is so
inlaid with a
immersive for
precious
real.
Gem. Must be for his girlfriend.
Oh no! There's real world examples of this exact thing happening, being so convinced and following orders. Yeah, for sure. Me like going crazy about like the very real world sort of like lessons we can take away from Xenoblade. Sorry, I'm like, I know the ring. I subjected my friends to like, oh, here we go. I subjected my friends to my endless yapping about Xenoblade during anime night. Well, I guess after anime night last night. We just like stayed on call and I was like, can I tell you
Mr.
about
Vettelfamir?
Well,
It's been quite some time since we last met.
Dane's brother. Xenoblade mentioned for real.
Rarier,
When do I not?
I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Or they were having like lunch together.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out. It's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask
Love how
questions?
you called it, subjected them to it. Yeah.
It is indeed within my power to
I
foresee
guess.
certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting
Oh, my heart. Oh,
That
gosh.
isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
He's like, you can't say for sure that it's gonna happen.
prophet.
Oh, God.
Is there?
That's
Ever since
crazy
that
work.
day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time
Oh,
before you came
gee.
looking for me.
I think you gotta come clean.
Good. Knowing how the future will unfold.
Probably not.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture
like
the
how they didn't make a
complexity of
model.
what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings.
I mean, I guess. If you, like, constantly know what's gonna
You
happen in the
fear my
future, I guess
silence,
that's what he
and
does
long
to
to
cope.
hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes.
Yeah.
For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted
I mean,
king?
did you see what happened to this
Or
king? He's going
rather,
crazy.
Our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and farsighted.
I think
yet
the wisdom is that,
still
like,
you would
you
have
shouldn't
me
be
live
constantly, like,
in fear
trying to
of the
figure
unknown.
out what the future is. You know what I
You
mean?
make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards.
Crazy.
Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Ouch! I mean, he said that in, like, you don't, like, this isn't even me speaking as a prophet.
There's
Like,
that same
anyone
black
could
fog
tell.
again.
That's crazy.
Could this memory belong to
I know,
Valendis?
hard hitting, for real.
Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Yeah, probably investigate.
Wait.
Oh, yes!
This time we finally
This
got a
is the
clear
kid
look
with
at
the
his
eyes,
face
the
and learned his
crimson
true identity.
eyes.
His name is Rayrir.
Mm-hmm.
And he claims to
See,
be one
this
of
is
the
why he had to
king's
come. So
guards.
basically, he's kept his job secret to his partner. And so she's having to find out through somebody else, which is terrible. Like, he should be the one to tell her.
What did you say?
Oh, God.
Cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him.
Oh!
You are the only person
She
he
said
would
it like
never
it was
suspect.
nothing.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
Was this always
So you'll
Celindis'
just
model? Why do
stand
I
by
feel
and
like
watch him slaughter
she
us
looks
to the
different?
last?
Maybe I'm making up my
Do
head.
not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone.
I wonder if
you think
Rayrir
that alone is
knows
reason
that.
enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
Quite healthy. Just saying it out loud sounds scary. What? Saying Orlog saying that he wants Celindis to kill him? Or what? I just feel like if you're gonna be marrying her, you might as well save the trouble down the line. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna
as long as
bite
you
you in the
promise
butt
to
at some
abandon
point.
this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
That's true, you don't have to kill him.
Persuade the Vinster King?
He's like crazy, I guess.
Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he
That's so
keeps
bad.
trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon
For
the throne?
real.
Mark my words.
Stirring up
Sooner
all
or later,
this
Conria will
trouble.
fall, and it will be
Yeah.
his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity
Wow.
descends upon us all.
Yeah, and so it does.
That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rayrir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time, too. Love should be built on honesty.
Period.
But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must
real.
have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's just better to come clean.
But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Yeah, sometimes you can't hide away the secret forever. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, especially from, like, like if they get married, then like how are they supposed to like?
Rita who just walked past the window?
What's this?
Doesn't
How are they
it give
supposed
you
to
the
hide
chills
secrets
that
from
he
each
still
other?
takes the
Like
same road
they
to work
literally,
every
oh my
day,
god, they would live
as if
together.
nothing ever
in the night.
happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
I just like don't like. I just can't imagine living like that, constantly having to like
the man he pretends
be
to be.
anxious about like
So many have died
being a
already,
secret.
and they say that the king's madness grows with
Let
each
it
passing
be.
day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Delindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides,
But the
my
Lindis.
eyes are perfectly ordinary.
The Lindis. What if he finds out that you know what I
Apart
mean?
from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, for real.
No
I mean, you
one.
saw them. They didn't stop at, like, killing adults. They even started killing children. What makes you think that they'll stop at, like, you? Like, they'll stop before you know what I mean? Like, you don't know.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all.
Oh my
But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like
It's a matter. Yeah, it's a matter of they don't know what else to do. But I'm just saying,
Even
like,
you can't escape this. What hope do the rest of us have? But
That's what I'm
after all
saying.
this time
Yeah,
together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
I only say that though because
You
like
call that change? But what about you?
I'm not saying this is the Lindis because she doesn't give me this vibe at all. But like sometimes people can have like a mindset where it's like, oh well, I'm not affected, so I'm not gonna like worry about it. You know what I mean? But it could be a matter of time. Like it could be you one day. Like what if it was you? You know what I mean? So, because obviously the Lindis wants to change things. She wants to do what she can to like fix the situation. But you know, the way that she was saying like, oh, like, because I think Freether was sort of worried that something was going to happen to Thelindis, and Thelindis was just trying to like, reassure her, of course, because it's a scary situation for her. You know, she wants to, you know, at least tell Freether like, it's okay, you don't need to worry about me, sort of situation. But I feel like sometimes people do have that mindset where it's like, I'm not like, I'm like the good kind or whatever. Like I'm only like partially Crimson Moon or whatever. It's like I you know, I'm not the problem or whatever. But it's like, no, like you're only saying that now because you're not directly. You know what I mean?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't
can't
think
go
they're like that.
anywhere
I'm
right
just
now.
saying.
Please think about yourself for
Just
once.
expanding upon what is being said in the game. Go to the training room. Okay, let's go. Training room, okay.
Another day, another round of assassination training.
Oh
Training
god,
grounds just beyond the
assassination
hidden
training.
passageway.
Do we have to...
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
Rarier.
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now, you seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone.
In an ideal world, it will work. What will work?
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle.
Oh God.
Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. And pray won't sense a thing.
Having this voice in your head with no sun has gotta suck for real.
I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean.
Oh God. I was just so distracted. That just goes to show how, like, how mind-bending this voice can be.
That doesn't make it open and above board. The king just happens to be.
Exactly! You're useful to him, and that's why, literally, you never know, he might toss you aside one day, you know what I mean?
Ever since he fell under the spell of that
God.
he only had you take out a handful of the guilty. But
Zero. God.
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my
Like,
work
you're only
flawlessly.
safe because you're useful right now, Rarier. You're on the wrong side of history. Oh, God. Jeez. Oh, God. Oh, whoa, 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 what's happening? Oh my God, they moved me back to the middle.
Was it because he didn't trust you?
Oh wow, this is so insane, actually. No! Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is crazy.
Do you still remember Orlog?
Do you see what you're doing, Rarier?
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers.
You feel so bad for everyone here, for real.
You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead.
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Is she blinded by love? Maybe. But I also wonder if an aspect to it is like, maybe if I can convince him, then
Author Thelindis.
we can start to
Over the
fix
course
things.
of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation
Yeah,
that
I don't
were
think
sent
she's
inside
necessarily
have
blinded by love.
The situation within is proving more problematic
Because
than
that's very real, though. Because it's like, if anyone's going to convince Rarier that he's doing something wrong, it's not going to be a random person. Just like thinking about it realistically, like he's not going to listen to some random person. He's going to listen to someone who like he has investment in, has like rapport or whatever, and like who better than the one he wants to marry, you know what I mean? And I feel like she recognizes that she has that sort of like connection with him, and she wants to be able to pull him out of his sort of like warped idea of reality.
No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope?
Yeah, the argument if I can fix, I can convince him. I mean, like, she hasn't even tried. You know what I mean? Like, and so I think that's why she wants to try. Because I feel like I'd understand it if maybe she did try previously and nothing was getting through. It's like at some point, it's like, you can't, there's only so much you can do sort of situation. What is that one quote about like insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? But I can totally get behind her thinking.
Things are
Like, I
getting worse
understand.
by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger.
Especially because, like, I feel like if she's able to convince him, I think it's reasonable to think in her position that could change things. Maybe not completely, but...
If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line.
You don't think there's gonna be any easy convincing? But hey, you gotta
really
give
bring
her...
himself to kill me?
You gotta give her credit for wanting to try. You know what I mean?
Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Sometimes you can't fix a person who's beyond repair, but she doesn't know that. Like, she hasn't even, like, assessed the situation. Like, she hasn't even tried to talk to him about it yet. I don't know. I agree in that, like, at some point, like, you only have so much, you know, power over someone else. And, you know, that person can make their own decisions, and they have their own decisions they need to make as their own person. But she hasn't even gotten to, like, try.
Why
You know what I mean? I don't
just
think it's...
let us go. We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
What I'm saying is I don't think it's unreasonable for her to want to try.
To live?
You know what I mean? We have the luxury of seeing everything else. You know what I mean? In real life, or I guess in a similar situation in real life, being sort of like his loved one, I guess, she doesn't have all of the foresight that we do. And I don't know. I think it's admirable that she wants to try. But of course, it's like if she starts to try and hits a point where she's like, I can't do anything, I would understand.
Really such an
I wouldn't blame her
unforgivable
for being like, okay, well, I can't. I did my best, sort of thing. Because I know a lot of times people get like, feel guilty if they like can't help a friend through something, or like
I want to keep living too.
Whatever the case. But we only have so much that we can do. You know what I mean?
That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on.
To help others.
If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is.
Oh my gosh, the world is super villain pawn is crazy.
Imagine that. If there really were such a person.
Wait, where was it? Oh my god.
You and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we?
Oof. Man, that's crazy. There's nothing I can do is crazy. Because, it's literally the conversation we were having when we were playing Xenoblade. Go play Xenoblade is what I'm trying to say. Or watch it, whatever the case may be. It's, again, like, very unfortunate set of circumstances that he's in.
Through them just
of course.
Like usual. No,
but
I
also,
get tired of it.
It's
my job.
He has also, like, killed people. That is his action. Like, he did that. Yeah.
Wait.
Because I say this because I literally had this conversation with my friends last night about how, like, empathizing with a villain in media doesn't make you a bad person. In fact, I think it helps you become a better person because, like how you're able to understand why a bad guy did something and, like, sort of understand how someone maybe in a similar circumstance didn't end up doing that and sort of, like, how... what sort of, like, thinking or actions a villain might have taken that led them down a certain path. Being able to do something like that in real life where we sort of are able to understand our darkness, and because everyone has darkness in them. That's just, like, you know, human, right? Pretending like it's not there, I feel like does you a disservice, because if you are able to recognize your faults and recognize your weaknesses and your darknesses, then you're able to improve upon them and become a better person. You know what I mean? So I feel like just being like, oh, if you know, empathize with a villain, then you condone what they do, or you're also a bad guy because you feel the same feelings or whatever. But I don't think that's the case. I feel like it's just good sort of like literary sense, right? Media sort of literacy to be able to understand, like, this is the sort of circumstances that, and again, because you can't blame a villain, you can't just blame the circumstances as like, oh, you know, the villain isn't entirely, you know, is excused because they are just a victim of their circumstances. No, that's not the case. They had their own sort of like they have responsibility over their actions. Does that make sense? But you can still recognize, like, you know, oh, it's unfortunate that that's the, you know, that their circumstances are a certain way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, for me, like, I hope you don't mind if we sit here for a bit. Because this is sort of my thinking as we've been going through these. Because I'm also sort of tying it back to our experience with Xenoblade as well. Because you see Rarier sort of like sitting at that desk and he's like, oh, no, it's the king. I'm just doing the king's orders or whatever. And it's like, obviously, you know, if you start to recognize that something is going wrong, you can absolutely, you know, choose to like not kill somebody or not do something, right? But also it's like the fact that the king has created this environment where, you know, Rarier is pitted against his loved one, or like these two, you know, groups of people are pitted against each other. I don't know, it's just similar to like Mobius, right? Where like Mobius has created this system or this like environment where, you know, Keva soldiers and Agnes soldiers have to like fight one another to survive. And so Agnians are, you know, sort of hardwired to think, oh, I have to fight Kevez because that's what keeps us alive. You know, that's sort of what you kind of have to do. And they're sort of like, almost conditioned, I guess, like from, you know, when they come into existence, that's sort of like all they're ever taught. And, you know, when they're so busy fighting for their life and trying to stay alive, it's kind of hard to like step back and be able to, you know, see that the root of the problem is Mobius. You know what I mean? Or in this case, for them, it's like, you know, the king and what the king going cuckoo crazy, what made him go cuckoo crazy. But for someone like Rarier, who is able to kind of be able to step back in the position to sort of like question what he's doing, it's like, you know, you kind of, that's where you're kind of like, I don't know. IDK. Yeah. He was picked by the king personally. What can he do? Say no. Exactly, because it's like, if you were in his shoes, because I think we all, obviously, again, as viewers, like, looking externally onto, and again, I'm not excusing his behavior. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying the things that he did and decided to do are good. But being able to sit there and think, like, oh, if I was in his shoes, would I be as easily be able to do the things that I say I would do? You know what I mean? Because being able to sit and do that and, like, put yourself in someone's shoes, then you can be like, how can we sort of unlearn these things, or how can we sort of fight back against a similar sort of environment or circumstance? Does that make sense? Like, how can I, being able to step into Rarier's shoes and see how he was sort of like overtaken by his circumstances, I can sort of like take that thinking into the world around me, and I can sort of start to question, like, have I ever had that feeling before? Does that make sense? Like, I think there's merit in being able to empathize with a villain. And in this case, I think it's interesting writing. I think it's like, I don't know, because like when you can write a villain and you're just like, man, I get where you're coming from. I don't know. I think it's really interesting because, you know, we can all easily say like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be a murderer. Right, because we're not in his circumstances, and not being able to recognize that, like, oh, maybe I could have been just as easily persuaded. You know what I mean? So it's like, step into his shoes and think, like, could I have been, you know, pressured like Rarier has? And, like, what are the sort of, like, ways of thinking and patterns of thinking that I have that I could sort of, like, challenge so that nothing like this happens to me. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, oftentimes, you know, like, he has, you know, a wife that he wants to, I'm sure, a partner who, I guess, fiance, well, he hasn't proposed yet. So he has a partner that he wants to build a life with. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, it takes a lot to be able to step outside of your little bubble and be able to like think of, I don't know, like a future of like, well, I guess other people when your life, which is why like I see things like this and I try to remind myself like, am I continuing to think of like my community or like people whose life I have no idea is like, you know, what it's like, if that makes sense. No, exactly. No, that's what I love about stories like this, or like Xenoblade or Honkai Star Rail. It's like, it really makes you think about real life. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I wish people didn't equate blame with responsibility. People can be victims while still having to take responsibility. Oh, absolutely. And like, we were also, me and my friends were talking about Milgram as well, if you're not familiar. And I think sometimes people can be so quick to be like, oh, I don't like this person. They're absolutely terrible. When it's like, to a degree, it's like I can understand, like maybe you had your own similar circumstances where like one of the characters in Milgram has behaved in a way that was similar to how someone has wronged you. You know what I mean? But like, because again, it's sort of like a nuanced conversation because it's like asking somebody to be empathetic towards someone who has like directly wronged them. Obviously, it's like, that's sort of like insensitive, which is why like for me, it's like being able to empathize with a villain, sort of like detached from any sort of like, it makes it easier to sort of like process, you know what I mean? Or even like real world situations that I'm not directly sort of affected by. I still try to be like, what sort of circumstances and situations have caused this and how can we like keep that from happening? You know what I mean? Yeah, life is not always black and white. I think going back to that conversation we had about like Band-Aid issues, I think that I keep going back to this example. I'm trying to think of another example so I'm not like repeating myself. I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, it's a really tough sort of like conversation. It is very interesting, these types of stories. Yeah. You said, but disagree with that because I don't think empathy and blame are exclusive. Empathy is understanding cause and effect. Blame is your own relationship with effect. You can and should feel both. I'm trying to think of what I was talking about before. Specifically. I mean in that, like, I'm assuming you're talking about how, like, what are we referring to specifically? Because now I'm, like, lost. Because I was talking about multiple things. And now I'm forgetting to what we are referring to. But I'm drawing a blank. Referring to asking, expecting people to feel empathy. Well, so here's this is a very specific sort of example because this is what I was thinking of, right? I at large, I think having like you said, I agree. Empathy and blame is like you can feel both. I guess what I was trying to say was a very specific sort of instance where, like, let's say someone was directly impacted. Like, let's say, whatchamacallit, like, Thalindis is, like, had a sister or whatever, and Rarier killed Thalindis' sister or something like that. Just being like, hey, Thalindis, maybe you should be empathetic to Rarier. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, there's a time and place. You know what I mean? You can't, it's like, in that instance, it's like, it's kind of insensitive to be like, hey, well, did you think about, like, Rarier's situation? But again, that's a very, like, specific and, like, micro sort of, like, circumstance. And obviously, it's like I said, time and place. No, what I'm saying is, like, absolutely we should have hard conversations. Absolutely. But we also need to understand that, like, having hard and difficult conversations is hard, right? So, like, I think for both sides, I'm saying is like, obviously, it would be, you know, for Thelindis being able to understand like that rarer, you know, I guess rarer specific situation, his circumstances are, you know, are tragic, and being able to empathize with him, and but also like understand that he has a responsibility for the bad things that he's done. I feel like, you know, we also have to understand that that's difficult to do for Thelindis. You know what I mean? And I guess that's what I'm trying to say about like, we need to have like patience there too. But we do need to have difficult conversations. But yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying. I know that's a little like confusing because that's a very specific case, but yeah. Yeah. But I'm rambling. What do you all think? What do you all think? You know, exactly. If only it was that simple. And I guess that's why I wanted to add that sort of like, I'm saying the word nuance. I don't want to overuse it, but because when you were saying earlier, like, you know, you can and should feel like you should be able to understand that you can empathize with somebody, but also, you know, be able to be like, okay, you have a certain responsibility for the things that you've done. Because again, that's so easy to do on paper. In real life, you know, it's a difficult conversation, and being able to like have patience for people to have that as well. It's just like a back and forth of like, we need to have hard conversations, but hard conversations are hard to have. So, you know, like, yeah. Yeah. I know, I'm glad you all enjoy these. I enjoy them, you know, a lot. So that's why I paused the game to do them. Yeah. For sure. You don't think empathy equates to forgiveness? Oh yeah, for sure. And I think a lot of people can have different sort of like, sort of viewpoints on that. I think a lot of people I think it's easy to say that like, we all have different viewpoints on forgiveness. You know what I mean? And I think part of it is we all have different understandings on what forgiveness is or what forgiveness looks like. And then on the other side, we also have a different idea of like what sort of place forgiveness has in our and interpersonal relationships. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because I agree with empathy not equating forgiveness. You know what I mean? And right, time and place. But time and place aside, generally speaking, it's like, you know, you can sort of try to understand what someone is going through, and like, because then you can take that understanding and sort of apply it to life and other situations. But you don't, it's like, that's not the same as saying like, this specific person who's wronged me, like same thing. I mean, we've been saying that this whole time, right? Just because you understand someone doesn't mean you condone their actions, or doesn't mean you like forgive them, right? Or something like that. So yeah, short of it is, talking is difficult, right? But I mean, hey, you know, if it were easy, you know, I feel like the fact that it is difficult is part of like the human experience, you know? Not being able to understand each other fully. That's just part of what it is to be human, is that it's like so difficult. We have so many like, I don't know, different viewpoints, and it's so easy to have a misunderstanding. Perhaps I only see it from my perspective, but I've had to deal with a lot of people who aren't equipped to understand empathy, and because of it, problems keep repeating themselves. For sure. And I feel like being able to, like, because I absolutely agree with that. I think some people are, we all have different levels of like being able to sort of develop and understand social skills or social like feelings, like empathy. I think a lot of people feel bad if they don't feel empathy the way that other people do, if that makes sense. And it's like, when I say like being able to feel empathy for other people, it's like, I think we feel like it has to be, I don't know, because it's like, it's the idea is like understanding what someone's going through, and sort of like being able to put yourself in someone's shoes. And everyone feels emotions on a different level, right? And you know, you shouldn't feel bad about that, right? Some people feel emotions very strongly or not very well, and like that's not sort of like any one person's fault. But I feel like, you know, empathy as a sort of like social feeling, or as and again, I'm just a girl on the internet. Take my word. This is sort of just my sort of brain ramblings. What was I saying? Empathy isn't something that, you know, people feel that differently, and people are able to sort of develop that feeling differently. And some individuals, you know, don't have an easy time feeling that. But I feel like an aspect to it is like, I'm trying now. I have like multiple like lines of like thinking. So, because I feel like a lot of the times we're like, oh, you don't feel empathy, you're just a bad person. But that's not the case. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the assumption that like being able to like easily empathize with someone makes you a good person, but that's not. That shouldn't be how it is, right? I feel like we also, I say we as people who like are able to feel empathy more strong. I say because I feel like I do. I feel like I feel emotions very strongly, like other people's emotions very strongly. I think there's also an aspect to it of like we should also be able to like understand that. Again, it's just like being able to understand that people have worldviews that are different from your own. You know what I mean? That other people may not sort of like feel as strongly as I do, like emotions. You know what I mean? Because you can be an empathetic person and still be bad and still do bad things. But you could also be someone who doesn't feel empathy like very strongly naturally, or that's a sort of like a skill, because it is a skill. I would think so, that sort of you aren't able to develop as naturally as someone else, but you can still be a good person. Like being able to understand that, like, you know, we are sort of interconnected and we all sort of like live together, and, you know, my actions have a consequence on the world around me, which also has a consequence on me. You know what I mean? And like being able to still get to the root of why someone did something, and then being able to sort of like create, or I guess work towards a world that improves upon sort of like the circumstances and the things that cause people to, you know, I guess not cause, or I guess I say cause, I hesitate to say cause because people, when they hear that word, we automatically assume that it's like a direct sort of thing, but it's multiple factors, right? I don't know. I'm rambling, but I do that all the time. Let me get caught up on chat, because when I ramble, I kind of just spin words out of my mouth. What sucks is that people will say you're wrong either way. If you do empathize, you're supporting a bad person. If you don't empathize, you're cold-hearted. Yeah, that's sort of what it feels like, I guess, in sort of the larger media discourse. But yeah, I don't think empathizing with like a villain is necessarily mean you're supporting a bad person. Nor do I think like the inability to empathize easily makes you cold-hearted. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about that. Anyone else want to share their final thoughts? This has been great. I feel so enriched. And I think I've shared this video with you before. This was a video that I watched a long time ago. But it really opened my eyes. Because I am someone who, again, I feel like empathy is something that comes to me very easily. And again, I'm not saying that because like, oh, I'm a better person. Again, how easily you feel empathy doesn't make you a good or bad person. But as someone who does, you know, feel empathy very strongly and readily, this video, there's a clinical psychologist. I forget the Shiny, you probably know which video I'm talking about because you've shared it before. A clinical psychologist talks about sociopathy because she herself, she'll talk about it in her in the video about her experience growing up with, I believe the sort of umbrella term is ASPD. I might be wrong. I might be getting the letters mixed around. Asocial personality disorder. So it is ASPD. Okay, cool. Well, again, fact check me on that. But it was such an eye-opening video because she talks about her not being able to, like her experience not having certain social skills come naturally to her. Or I guess certain social emotions come naturally to her. And how she sort of had to deal with constantly being viewed as like a villain in society. And how she sort of like copes with that, and how she sort of helps people understand that just because someone, you know, maybe a sociopath. So like for her case, that's sort of why she went into clinical psychology, because she herself has ASPD. And so she like tries to get people to understand that like just because, you know, you may have like ASPD, that you're not necessarily a bad person. She gave the example of like Wednesday Addams, how like she doesn't feel emotions as strongly as like someone else in the show might. I think she has a friend who's like very, you know, opposite to her in that regard. But that doesn't stop Wednesday from being a good friend. That doesn't stop Wednesday from like, you know, being a good person. You know what I mean? Really eye-opening. And I feel like it's media like that and games like this and things like that that really allow us to, if you will let it, right, to sort of open our eyes, you know? Because again, you could very easily just be like, oh, Ray Rear's the villain, oh, he's just a bad person, whatever. You can kind of think about it more deeply and think like, oh, wow, you know, you can kind of like see where he went wrong and things like that, or I don't know. That's why it's also really nice having foils in, like, media, too. So, like, you can see sort of two people with similar circumstances or similar mindsets and, like, sort of, like, or I guess different situations, but same mindsets or whatever, and seeing sort of, like, what choices they made and, like, sort of, like, how their circumstances led them down the path. It's interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. I've been yapping for too long, huh?
Thalindis? No. No!
Gosh.
Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be.
I'm intrigued to see what this sort of like key moment for him will be, because so he just discovered that Thalindis has sort of like the mark of the Crimson Moon, and he's sort of having this like cognitive dissonance moment. And I wonder if in the face of this cognitive dissonance, if he'll choose to continue to be sort of like, I guess sort of like be comforted by keeping his worldview intact. You know what I mean? I wonder if he'll choose to stay thinking like, oh, well, maybe she was like tricking me or whatever. You know what I mean? Because he's had this worldview this entire time, and this is a moment where his worldview could be potentially shattered, right? And I wonder if he'll choose to retreat to a safer feeling, sort of, you know what, my world's not shattered, you know, there has to be something that explains this, like maybe she is a bad person, and like maybe she's just been tricking me this whole time. Or I wonder if he'll be able to sort of deconstruct his worldview. I wonder if he'll lean into that discomfort and like let his world be shattered and sort of dig deeper into that. Yeah.
A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed.
Because again, it's a very real thing. A lot of people will do that.
Living in the shadows,
And,
just like
you know,
me.
I'm sure I do that too without
been
realizing it
Numbing myself with
for
talk
certain like parts of my
justice.
life, but
Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end,
yeah, because I don't know, it's like you can easily be like, come on, Rary, because we have so much like background information. But if you were in his shoes, it's like, I don't know. Could you so easily sort of challenge that cognitive dissonance? Is there something like that in your life that, you know, you could potentially challenge? You know what I mean? It really makes you think. Because as much as we'd like to think, oh, I'm better than him, you might not be in certain other parts of your life. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not as world-shattering as this, but... Oh, see, look!
Mr. King! How far are you going to take this?
There you go.
From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead?
Better question, will the deconstruction be healthy and stable? That's true!
Cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Right? Because it's like, again, harkening it back to Xenoblade. I know, I make everything about Xenoblade. When Ouroboros' world was shattered at the beginning, again, it's like they could have very easily chose to avoid, you know, going on this journey of like becoming Ouroboros together. They could have very well like retreated back to their regular lives and just keep doing, you know, what they've always been doing. Because again, what they encountered was like scary and frightening, right? But they could also have very well been like, oh, Mobius, I'm gonna just go like full like scorched earth. I want to burn everything to the ground. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission.
Fate is cruel.
will you?
Yeah. World is super villain pawn.
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again. To...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problem.
The panning, the audio panning.
Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thalindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna finish this today. I spent a lot of time yapping. Sorry, guys.
But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifilnir.
I mean, I kind of guessed.
He told me how to actually resolve
well,
any of
again,
this, but he keeps
we have
trying to manipulate
readers'
me like a puppet.
foresight, I guess.
What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him most.
My plan is to get through this chapter, or this
was
quest.
Purging. Well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rarir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thelindis, Rarir's would-be fiancé, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedderfanir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rarir's head?
What a odd guy.
This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rarir's mind this whole time, building up a picture of his psyche. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together.
This is so crazy.
Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction.
Oh my god, are we gonna do one of those like
part reasoning? But it's
like
usually
thought bubble
accurate.
thingamabobs? I feel
Once
like
we've built up a cognitive profile, we just
yeah,
need to
I feel like
check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rarir has really been hiding.
oh my gosh, probably one of those like they sort of introduced that in Sumeru, huh? This is a stopping point? I mean, I have another good like half hour, but oh wait, we're not out of a cutscene. We need to get out of a cutscene. You know what I mean? What is this? Oh, this is what the chessboard is for!
Are you there?
This is a stopping point? I feel like, have we finished a chapter yet? I don't think we've even gotten to, or not chapter, I guess a quest yet. I don't even think we've, you wouldn't call this, yeah, I wasn't thinking that either. Let's finish the chess game? Moving pieces consumes action points. Oh boy. When a piece moves to a square with this marking, okay, sure. We get those action points. Yeah, because I yap too much. Oh, I see what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, sure. Oh, I have to. Okay, WASD. There we go.
Hey, Rarir!
Yeah, I figured maybe after we get
Dane?
this
What's wrong?
figured out.
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met
God.
up with the others.
Wait, oh god.
I'll come.
Oh no! Oh
But
no, oh no,
Thelindis
oh
is
no.
still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
Oh jeez.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Make use of movement squares to move pieces in marked directions. Oh, it doesn't consume action points. Okay. Well, let me go through the door first. Wow, I really wish I could see. Okay, there we go. Oh, I see what you mean. Oof. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then let me move. Okay. So maybe 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, there you go.
Well, this is a nice change. Meeting you all at this hour.
Gold!
When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear
Oh
the
my
day.
gosh, the sinners!
Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Elegy only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg.
I know, very Kingdom Hearts.
Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Roptatir. What brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhine-daughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over
that's how you
you.
pronounce it?
So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a
I'm like
senior
locked
post
in
at
now.
my
I'm
age.
really intrigued with what they
Of
have.
course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Efterveit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
The zoom in on the chess piece. He says,
You must be Rarir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here.
wow,
But
she really
Dainsleif,
put together a
you
lot
better have
from
a
the
very good
evidence we
reason for
collected.
convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedafenir in prison? Strange.
It's probably because
I
of
thought
what
the king
prophecy
trusted
he
him and
foretold.
Heroptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even
He's
smaller?
just like anything he doesn't like to
It
hear,
has
he'll just
nothing
like
to do
toss
with
them out,
trust.
which is
It's about
yes,
what the king
there you
wants,
go.
which is as clear as day to anyone paying
He
attention.
only wants people who will
I simply
affirm his
appease
worldview.
him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because
That's
you're
crazy.
slimy.
I was going to say, I was like,
Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Hmm? You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best
For
interests of
real.
his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force
crazy.
the king to see the error of his ways.
whoa.
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged
Yes,
the king.
probably.
I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim.
Man. That's crazy. All right. Oh my gosh, this chessboard is even bigger.
Black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Ravir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
It's so interesting. Like, these sorts of stories, they really make you, like, think. They really make you think, like, what would I have done? Or, like, I don't know. Crazy. And it makes you, like, think about sort of, like, it makes you question what you think about certain people. You know what I mean? Like, you sort of have your judgments of these characters as you play it. And it's like, why? Why do I feel that way? Or it's like, why? You know what I mean? It's so interesting. Not all media has to be like this. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy something and, like, be entertained by it. Sure. But, like, I think there's so much value in media as, like, a vehicle for self-reflection. You know what I mean? It's just like, I was reading in the book that I was talking about in the Media That Shapes This episode, where, like, we use media as a, I'm gonna have to find the specific quote, but basically, like, it's a sort of, like, way that we can practice sort of, like, thinking about things in a way that's more accessible and it's easier to do. You know what I mean? Anyway, my brain's not working. Consume the marked number of action pieces to defeat your opponent's pieces. Your pieces will only attack when you have more action points. Sure. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so then I attack one. Oh, wait. No. It's gonna be the... Okay. One. Attack. I have two. I will get... Because if I go to the thing... Yeah, I'll be stuck in the water if I just go straight for the thing. So I'm gonna go 1, 2... I wonder then if I can also get... If I can stack up to 10. And go 1, 2... What? No, I'm dead. No, I'm dead in the water. Oopsie. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, but I got rid of the guy. Oh, easy peasy. Like, okay. I don't have to, like, worry about this too much. Okay. And then where do I want to go? To the Black Fog? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I was making it to the... Wait, 1, 2... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sure, that'll make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2. I guess I could have gone the other way too. Sure. Different ways you can go about it. Yeah.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant
it's gonna be like
literature
Full Metal.
indicates.
It's like
an enormous amount of power is then required
the Philosopher's
to keep the
Stone.
gate open.
what is used to make the
total
Philosopher's
power
Stone?
output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these.
So that was the... Okay, sure. So this is sort of like more memories we have to unlock. Okay. See, I'm wondering, it's like, do I have to defeat them in order to get to the Black Fog? I guess it's like they're blocking sort of, I guess, useful blocks that I need to get to. So, I mean, there's no harm in it, I guess. 1, 2... Because I just go back to the spot again, so it's not like I'm dying. Oops. I guess I could have been more efficient about that. Yeah. I figured you don't have to, but, like, for example, they're kind of blocking. Well, I guess I could have gone to that 6th block without fighting. But yeah, I guess it's just a matter of, like, what you want to do. Because in the previous one, I did see an alternative route that I could have taken, but I like the route that I took. And boom, see? I guess you could have gone the other way around, too,
This is
but...
for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
The Lindis, did you hear
Yeah, we're
about
zooming.
what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I'm, like, wondering what her angle is, like, what she's trying to do.
Know.
To sort of...
The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe.
Wait.
Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him.
Okay.
But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you.
Oh, God.
Keep it secret.
I don't...
Keep it safe.
I mean, are you saying that as, like, a... I don't want to say, like, as a bit? But as, like, a... We need to keep this on the down low? You know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming she means this as, like, a, hey, this is supposed to be what... Like, people can't know what we know and what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? Because the Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe as, like, yikes. You know what I mean? It's like, I know Rerir, he would never do something like that. You know what I mean?
What's in it?
Gosh. A piece of the moon.
But yeah, that's what I figured. This that she's like,
need to know is
we
that
gotta keep this on the down low
kind of thing. Then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, the Lindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins. No matter how long it takes.
Man, this isn't looking too good for the Lindis and Rerir. Ooh. Hey, what's the next? Whoa! Whoa! No, see, you have to fight them, see? In order to get out. Whoa. Okay, so I guess I'm just trying to get to where I need to go. And then go boom, bop! Oh, it has to be greater than? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What can I get to in 3? 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I guess I should have thought about that. 1, 2. Yeah, see, that's 2. I guess I'll just return to the previous point I'm trying to think of. Oh, like that? Oh. I guess I don't have to go down the... sort of like... wonder... Oh, it has to be exact, huh? Oh, that's right, because it doesn't add. Interesting. Okay. Let me actually, hold on. Let me rethink this, actually. How do I want to do this? Maybe I'll go around. Let me just try different things. See what... Yeah, for some reason I thought it added on, but I guess it doesn't. And then boom, boom, and then maybe boom, boom. We'll reset. Oh no, I guess I could have made it to that 5. Oh well. Oh well. And then we'll go... Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so we don't need to take the arrows. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
I know, right? You're figuring it out with me. For real.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed
Real.
all of Khaenri'ah.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedafilnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade.
Whoa.
It is time for justice to prevail.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Ooh, how is this? Ooh. Whoa, whoa, there's walls now. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. Long hallway. Ominous. Okay. Let me take a... Oh, well, I mean, when I can't look ahead, I guess. Oh, or am I supposed to go backwards? Okay, gotcha. Let's see. 1, 2, 3... Wait, 1, 2, 3... Oh, well, let's just... Uh-huh. Oh, okay, I understand. I gotta go... Yeah. Sure. No, okay, because then if I go there, then that wouldn't work. So maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I understand. Let me have a little bit of foresight. Let me think this through. 1, 2, 4, yeah, maybe. Is this chess? This is some crazy chess going on here. And then we go 1, 2. Oh, that... Okay, I didn't realize that one wasn't a piece. Let's see. 1, 2... I actually don't remember if, like, we stop on the last arrow or if we stop after. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do. 1. Oopsie. Nope. Oof. I'm gonna have to go back. Yeah, let me go back. That's not quite what I wanted to do, huh? Because it resets. So maybe I do have to challenge this. Yeah, just so I could have the 6, and then I go like that. Then I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sure. We'll skip the enemy. Okay, like that, and then 1, 2, 3. Because those are backwards things. Gotta pay attention. Yeah, at least I got a checkpoint. That's true.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello,
Wow.
Mr. Vedafilnir.
It's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very
I guess
often.
so. Maybe he
I
didn't...
certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance.
I guess there's some things he just can't
Surprise at
predict.
just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
Or I guess it's like,
I'm
he doesn't get all the
curious.
details of how it happened.
What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit
For
of his
real?
obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path,
And he didn't want to hear it.
Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos
so
now, but I'm sure you
bad.
predicted that.
So bad.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Like, see...
Forgive my curtness, Vitalfulnir,
interesting.
but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time.
Like...
You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion.
That's so interesting, though, because when what I think is, like, because this is a question that, like, you can't really answer, right? This is sort of a philosophical question, and everyone has sort of, like, their own, I guess, opinion on it. But, like, is fate decided? And is being able to see that fate, does that... I guess you sort of, like, come to the idea that, like, whatever he sees... Because, again, like, I don't know how his prophet powers work in the world of Genshin Impact. Does he see this future or prophesize these things and he knows that, like, fate is sealed, so, like, he feels powerless to do it? Or he sort of, like, assumes that, like, the future that he's seeing is sort of, like, sealed, and so he chooses not to do anything? You know what I mean? Because what if you are able to see the future, but you know that it's malleable? Like, do you think he would be more sort of, like, ready to do something to change it? You know what I mean? Interesting sort of, like, I don't know, interesting thing to think about, I guess.
There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future.
Gosh.
Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Wow.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vitalfulnir.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future?
What?
With your beloved, Felindus?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty,
Okay,
a
that's
nation,
real, though.
maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution?
That's
What's
crazy.
the answer?
What is my solution? What's the
In matters
answer?
of fate, answers are either right or wrong.
Yeah.
What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate.
See what I mean, though, about, like, how
That is the cruelest
Felindus...
thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That's why, like, I don't think it's crazy for Felindus to believe that she could convince Rerir. to, you know, question his sort of understanding of the world and like what the king is having him do and things like that. Because like he has that emotional pull. You just saw, like, you know, obviously he was like, I don't really care about what's going on in the greater sort of like dynasty or whatever, but at the end of the day, I need to do what I want to do for Thelindis. So I don't think it's crazy that she had the feeling like, oh, I could potentially sway him. Because, again, like, she does have that emotional weight on Rarier. I don't know.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but
I was
you
right,
won't show me how to avoid it?
That he, like...
Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice.
It was going to be a situation with his love for Thelindis.
So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I have a curious question for you guys. If you want to answer or participate. No right or wrong answer, because this is a philosophical question.
Thank you for setting me free.
Oh,
in return,
he's going to say something important. Let me pause first.
I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Do you believe that fate is decided? Like that it's set in stone? Or do you believe that fate is something malleable? It's interesting sort of question. Like a lot of like fantasy stories sort of like have, you know, themes around that. So this is just having
a strange
sort of
wave of energy rippled
none of the above.
through the
Ooh,
city.
tell me about it.
We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas
And
Magistrorum.
don't get me started on this for real.
Universitas?
I'm a yapper, what could I say?
Oh, no.
This is the stuff that I yap about with my friends and stuff.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rarier.
Whatever Vedifilnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
Just because stuff is cast in stone doesn't mean it shall always materialize at all. But doesn't that just mean then that you believe that fate is malleable? Please elaborate to clarify if you would like. I like seeing, you know, because I ask questions like this because I like to see if there's any sort of like perspective that I never thought about, or that I'm not like aware of, if that makes sense. Oh gosh.
Monsters?
Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay. We have our usual team. It's fine. Oh, me when I press the wrong button. Oh, ow. Can't you feel us? Oh, hold on. Let me like lock in real quickly.
Out of my way!
Fate, you feel something can definitely change. If some prophet tells me X will happen on X day, I'm future-proofing yourself. You're real for that, though. Okay, hold on. I need to do something. Hold on. I'm like, I can't read and fight at the same time. 1 second.
Worthless. Worthless.
Oh gosh. You believe everyone has the ability to change their fate, but few actually take that opportunity. Most accept their fate or don't stick to meaningfully
Allegedly, the
changing it.
king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help!
Wow.
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it. What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in
Everyone's
grave
saying
danger.
really interesting things in chat.
I have to hurry.
God, we gotta hurry. Oh god, me walking directly into a wall because I thought it was gonna position me where I needed to go. Fate has indeed ruled in the past and the present, but as a creature of change, you don't believe she can rule forever. Oh, wow. Hold on, where is everybody? Yeah, man. I was like, yeah, very, very crazy view we have here. So, okay, it's like, I'm sure I take it all in. I guess we go down here. I gotta find my way over. I guess that's why they pointed me in this direction. What you believe is that it is powerful enough to drag us all. It's like walking in the crowds of people. Oh, interesting. Also, I'm just taking in the view. Don't mind me. See, look, they're down there. There's stairs, so I wonder if I could just like... Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Oh, never mind. Oh, never... Oh, okay, cool. Very... Okay, me when I don't even like... Hold on. Me when I don't even like... Wait, hold on. Oopsie. Hold on. This is not a team I'm particularly used to. I did build it up based off of everyone's suggestions, but I haven't gotten the chance to really get used to sort of like what sort of combo I want to go for. I have an idea, but for me, going from like the muscle memory of my previous team, it just I have to like. Let me just do this because I don't want to die. I might die still though.
Useless.
Okay, cool.
Evil conquering.
Because it's like I'm going from my very strong muscle memory of my team comp with Xiao, Venti, Xiangling, and Bennett. And then now I have to like actively think about what I'm doing more. Which is like, I have to get used to it again.
Repeats its course.
Okay, yep, okay, cool, where are you? Oh, there's more. Me when there's more.
Light it up.
Oh gosh, I'm never used to like pressing the 5 button. Oh god, this is gonna be tough. These guys are always so tough.
Stand back. Dare to mess with me.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Just want the whole team feeling good. Eventually, I also want to get... Oh god. Okay, cool. Nice.
I'm going in.
I still default to just like, let me at least get Bennett and Xiao in working order here. Okay. I know, hitting the 5 will always be foreign to me too. I feel you. Because I know like they always do that for like the domains where there's an extra character, but I don't do it. I don't get the chance to do it often enough for it to like register in my head. Oopsie.
Time to shine.
What if we get a 7 or 8 member team? I wouldn't know what to do with myself, truly. Hold on. Okay. We're almost there. I'm kind of nervous to... Okay. There we go. Okay, wait, wrong.
Everybody stand back.
I just wanna... There we go. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Oh god, we're in trouble. Why did I leave my circle? Why did I leave my safety circle? My anti-sea bear circle. Oh god. Okay, that's crazy. That's insane. Okay, well, it's a good thing that there's only one. That's easier to dodge, ideally. Oh god. Oh jeez. Take me back to when we were just like philosophizing and stuff. This is like not my wheelhouse.
Boring.
Oh god. Where are you?
Gears of the storm. Teamwork is strength.
Lament.
Yeah, my anti-rift hound circle, exactly. It isn't too bad. I remember I lowered my world level up at some point, so I wonder if it's still there. I feel like I could definitely do more damage, but I feel like this is like enough damage. You know what I mean? I don't need to be like wrecking shop to survive. As long as I'm getting there, you know, I don't need to be doing like 100,000 damage. Yeah, and like again, I don't really like farming isn't something I like, and like min-maxing a build isn't really something I find super enjoyable. That's just a me thing. I find more enjoyment in like the story and stuff. So it's like I build my team to the point where I'm like, okay, this is good enough. you know. Okay, go. Once we're done with the chessboard, I think we'll...
Monsters at the Universitas
I'll probably
Magistrorum?
wrap for the day.
Why
'cause
now?
I'm hungry. I ended up not getting my snack in the middle of it all.
No. They're coming. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons?
The weapons? Oh my gosh, she's gonna fight.
All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah!
I wonder if... Wait, okay.
Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
God. You think Rari's gonna, like, swoop in and, like, save her? Dun, dun, dun. What's happening? I was like, what is that? Oh! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
What's that? Rear.
Oh God.
So the rumors about your work are true.
Oh no.
No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave.
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
Oh, jeez.
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back.
No.
The normal life you so
No,
desire.
he just wants a life with you.
But until then,
oh, this is so bad.
I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
You see what I mean, though? Like, this is what happens when you keep secrets. Oh my God!
No, don't do it! Cylinders! Cylinders!
Oh my God.
Let her go. You will find someone better.
No.
Oh my God.
I won't do it! I have to
Girl,
save her!
you don't understand. No.
A lonely pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way?
Oh no.
Tell me.
Oh no, sir. No, 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 no. Oh no! Oh, and in his misery, he... Oh no. Yup, the abyss preying on his pain.
Rare.
Oh,
Thank goodness.
God. No. No. You're not. No.
Not you too.
You're not. This is not how you fill the void in your heart. Oh, God. That's so bad.
Rare.
Oh, no.
Rare.
Stop it. No, stop it, my heart.
Were you daydreaming?
Oh. You can't do this. No!
You still remember, Rare? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think
Oh my
would be
God.
a good place
Oh
to
my
discuss
God.
it?
Just tear my heart out already.
Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, and he becomes Mobius. Oh my God. Console R. Oh my God. He was the real Console R this entire time. Oh my God.
I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
No.
So that's how the Raker of Solmari
I think
was born.
this is our stopping point. Oh my god.
A monster created by
Well,
circumstance
whenever we
is a
get out of this
monster all the
cutscene.
same. Viewing other people's
Yeah,
thoughts
yeah.
for too long can get uncomfortable.
A monster. What was a
Right
monster?
now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing.
Loathing? A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Yeah. Yeah, oh, sure.
In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Phew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow.
Oh my god.
But the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be,
this is like
that was
actually
Conria's
insane.
fate.
We should stop here if they give us a... Look, that was the quest noise. Oh, I don't know why. Why does this feel like we don't have a break? Loathing? Yeah, oh my gosh.
Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
I guess I could stop, but then if I go back into the game, I just open up to a cutscene, right? I mean, not that I'm gonna do any farming. And then in the meantime, surely. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mark Period. We finally finished a tragic backstory built on love. Glad we have finished that and don't have to do that again anytime soon. No! Oh my god. Please join us for Xenoblade tomorrow, you guys. Jeez Louise. Jeez. Am I able to stop here? Man, I'm still digesting. We had a lot of really good conversation. I really enjoyed the conversation that we had and hearing what you all had to say. Wow. Man. Just you guys wait. Yeah, tomorrow is a doozy. For real. There's a definite checkpoint coming in a few minutes. Like we get out and we can walk around. Okay, I guess so. I guess that would make sense. Let's go a bit longer. Sort of as a, I guess, a cooling down then.
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay?
Because I feel like it's going to be crazy opening this back up again for the next stream. And it's like,
He's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine.
I'm hungry. I am.
You will
Rita.
have
So
seen
after
the
we get
events
out of
of
this,
Raria's
though,
life through my thoughts.
I'll go make dinner.
It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I know. I was like, I didn't do 3.7 at the
mostly
same week
agree.
as
There's only so much
Xenoblade
we can
because
know
I was
about
like,
him from his
I need a
memories
break
alone.
emotion. But
they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria.
this was sad. This was sad
However,
for sure.
I would not consider Rarier to be a
But it's not
nobody.
like end of a
He
chapter,
was deeply involved
end of an
in
arc.
the events
sort
of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nod-krai in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the
Real,
carrot
though.
than the stick. And I don't
That's
appreciate
real.
being bossed around.
I think I'm the same way, sure.
Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the
Not
entire
me!
time. Bravo.
Oh, I would have been dead.
Cool.
If it was like a life and death
So,
thing.
Can you fill me in on the deets now?
Oh my
Most of what I
gosh.
saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first.
Okay, I feel like
It'll
we're
save me
we're about
narrating
to
it
get
twice.
out of a
Yahoda?
cutscene. Oh. What?
Yes, boss.
Okay.
Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it.
Oh,
For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment
I thought she was saying
contract.
Yehoda. There's someone behind you, but
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right? If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it.
Okay.
Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor
Sure.
policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough
well,
to
they don't
treat her
have an
like my
HR department.
slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in
That's
their
fair,
chairs,
though. I get, like, she's
enjoying
almost
a
like a-
leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work.
I don't think she's, from what I can tell, that doesn't seem unreasonable. She's like a secretary almost, or an assistant rather, not a secretary. Oh God, what? Oh no. What do you mean? Oh no. Oh.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run
Huh?
into some trouble.
Evidently so.
Yeah, evidently
Don't
so.
worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves.
Yeah, hello?
I'm not that
We
kind of
teleported.
boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait.
Oh God.
How long have I been standing here?
Oh no.
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Wait, what? Oh, wait. Wait, huh?
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a
Where are
ghost.
we?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow
Oh
I
my God.
hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Wait.
Hallucinated?
So are they like still
How?
traveling back to, wait, hold on, what? So everything that we just
How
saw.
Indeed. This place
No, no, no,
should
let them
heed
come.
my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving
Chess.
across
She
the
likes
chessboard
chess.
in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So this is
So
real
you
life.
control everything in here?
More or
Oh,
less.
yes. Oh, I see.
But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
So they sort of just
Has
dove in.
anything like
at
this ever
point.
happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and
Wait,
what's happening now?
No, I'm gonna let them cook.
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was
Okay.
also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand.
Okay.
I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh,
I don't know.
listen
This
to
seems
you.
very much just
Whatever would I
Nefer's
do without
specialty.
you,
know what I
Yehoda?
mean?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I
Aw,
ever
that's
find
sweet.
another employee as obedient and servile
oh.
as you?
Oh.
God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay. Well,
Surely she's joking.
anyway,
Surely she's just
I
saying
was
that.
thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't
Malarkey.
exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness
That's
and
true.
fatigue.
Yeah.
You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue.
Or hunger.
Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But
Yeah.
anyway, I got your back.
Like when you have a really bad
so
dream and you
don't worry
wake
about
up
a thing.
and you still feel
Don't
that
I have
emotion.
the best employees.
And you're just like, but that never happened. But it's
Jealous
like you still
much.
felt the emotions.
If we can
You
find
know what
a
I mean?
suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that? Boss never.
Oh, Llama. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me.
Oh, maybe this is it.
As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and
No talking is
no
crazy.
matter what we encounter.
You could not
And
invite
don't
me to
disturb
this.
the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Now that I think about it, was Paimon in that office scene earlier? Here we go. Oh, man. I am hungry. Yeah, it's fine. Because we could always just go back into special story mode. Wow! Oh my gosh! That is crazy. Ow, I overstretched. Ow, my shoulder. Oof, I overstretched. That's okay. There, I feel better. I just had to stretch it the other way, I guess. Wow! I love video games. I love... Wow, these stories have so much, like, power, you know? Like, not only do they have, like, so much power to, like, make us feel things, but also, like, they make you think. They make you think so much. Oh my gosh. Man. Oh my god. When I tell you, like, Xenoblade changed my life, it's because, like, it really, like, makes you think, man. These stories can be such, like, life-changing. You're honestly expecting me to cry a lot more at the cutscene? I think I was just so, like... I guess, like, I was thinking about a lot of things. I think it was, like, I think that was just a lot of my mind. Not about other things, but, like, specifically the story. I think it was, like, a lot to, like, parse. Yeah. Because I think, like, as things were happening... I mean, I still felt sadness,
like a
right? Like, you don't have to
that
cry.
surges through the mind. More often
I was
than
just
not,
processing a
if
lot
you
of
try
things.
to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable
I didn't even realize. I was
force.
just like,
And if you
man,
try
I was
to
in the
ignore
moment.
them
I was
entirely,
feeling it.
You'll end up
I guess I was
tearing
feeling...
yourself to pieces.
I don't know, my thoughts that I was feeling. Wow. But yeah, I love, like... I don't know, I just love stories that, like, make you think. This stream today is truly insane and not gonna lie, and truly insane, not gonna lie, and tragic at the same time. Oh yeah, for sure. Was I really feeling it? Sans emoji, that's crazy. I was having a bad time. No, but
Don't trust your eyes uncritically.
I don't know. I
People
really
only see what they want
enjoy
to.
having
So don't be your own fool.
philosophical conversations that are born from, like, questions that you sort of, like, ask yourself when playing a game, you know? Gosh. Yeah. I feel like I say, like, games like this are, like, life-changing because, again, it's like they allow you to think about things in your own life that you, like, normally wouldn't be, like, super equipped or super ready to face. But then, like, you feel more equipped to handle, like, difficult things like that. Because you got the chance to sort of, like, first sit in a game. You know what I mean? And, like, you can almost be, like, easier on yourself, right? Like, in a game, if that makes sense. It's a testing ground, if that makes sense. Obviously, games aren't the same as real life. And you can't treat real life like it's a video game. But it gives you certain, like, introspective skills. Well, I guess not just introspective skills, but also, like, skills to be able to, like, look at the world and view things sort of in a bigger picture that you can, like, transfer. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely transferable skills there that you get to practice in, like, a game. yeah, it lets you experience and learn much more than you would if you limited yourself to the real world, for sure. And like, again, it's like I get to step into the shoes of somebody like who I like I could have never like had the experience. You know what I mean? Sort of circumstances and like, yeah, it's really crazy. And like being able to see what everyone else was also like thinking as well, and like sort of bringing things up that maybe I didn't like think of. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you do this in real life and it's so like complicated, you know? And it's so easy to be scared by
To
it
welcome our clients, of course.
and just like
Kitty's
retreat from
gotta
it. But
earn
like when
his
you can
kibble
do it
somehow.
through a game or like a show and practice there, it's not so scary when you have to do it in real life. You know what I mean? Because there's definitely things that like I would say are difficult, like that I feel like we don't really normally get to practice. That, for example, like, you know, challenging a worldview that you've had for so long. You know what I mean? Because again, with sort of like players' foresight, we could be like, oh, I would have done differently, you know?
Don't
But
trust
it's
your
like,
eyes
you don't
uncritically.
have that.
People only
Are you
see
still
what they
able
want to. So don't be your own fool.
question, like, you know, when something feels off, when you have that like cognitive dissonance, do you think you'd be able to, you know, challenge that feeling? And you sort of get to practice that in this game, you know? Because you could, you know, people might be like, oh, you know, if you were a good person or whatever, that'd be easier for you to do. But it's like, it's a very difficult thing to do. Especially if you haven't had to do that before. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, wow, you learn so much about being human. You learn so... Anyway, I'm also hungry. I also need to eat some food. I have a meeting also, so I'm gonna, like, I guess, eat and be in my meeting as well. So I guess
sit up on the counter?
I
welcome our
man, I wish I
clients,
could
of
keep
course.
yapping. Like, this is such
Kitty's
an
gotta
interesting
earn
topic. I
his
really do want to
kibble
make a video
somehow.
essay about like what we can learn about stepping into a villain's shoes. You probably already know who it's going to be about, Shania. But like, it's sort of like, it's such a big topic that I want to talk about, but we'll save it for another day. Who knows? Okay, I gotta go. I have 2 minutes to get to my meeting. And then food, but I'll like hop into the meeting and get food while I'm listening in. So, quick ending. Sorry, but we did spend a lot of good time, you know, talking today. I'm still yapping. As always, I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel, Rita Kamishiro, Lucid Multimedia, at your service. Awesome stuff today. Thank you all for being here. Bye! So on the YouTube side, it looks like Amanda's doing a streaming till 2000 thing. I guess she's like streaming until she hits like 2,000 subscribers, maybe? Oh, yeah, okay, 2,000 subs. So we'll go there. Please support Amanda if you would like. You check her out and you see her content and you like it, then please consider subscribing. Sunny's also on her birthday subathon. Tell her I said, well, yeah, I think it's fine. Go right in. I only say that because I'm like, I have a meeting, which means you might have a meeting, but maybe not. So let's... Right, okay, I gotta go. Bye! Me when I dilly-dallied. What?